Hey, Shalom. This is your brother Yawanathan. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say Shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right? May the blessing of election be upon your house. We're going to go to the book of Isaiah, this first chapter, and we're going to start at the fourth verse. I'm going to read, a little bit through Isaiah 1, and then we're going to jump to 2. Because prophecy is what separates, the Bible from every other philosophy in the earth. And prophecy tells us that our people would be acting like niggas. That black culture would be prevalent. That they would stand up against everything that the Lord has set in place as righteousness. Everything that the Lord said was right, they have a disdain for it. And that's been a long tradition of our people, man. You got to remember the same spirits that were murmuring in the wilderness, the same spirits that said, crucify him, crucify him. Where are they? They're back here today. The same, spirits that were killing the prophets. These are the children of those prophet killers. So, as an Israelite, as a so-called black, Latino, or Native American man, and a speckled bird Israelite, in a society, when the question arises in your mind, like, why are they so thick-skulled? Why can't they get it? Why can't they operate in a righteous fashion? That's just a lot in the movie, man. 2/3 of our people, like it says in Zechariah 13:8, they got to die on this side. That's not going to change. It's already been written in the script for the movie. They're going to fulfill that lot. Okay, we always talk about free will and how it's an illusion, so to speak. Because, the Lord already has seen the beginning and the end of the movie. He exists outside of time. It's already been written what everybody's going to do. And it's written that 2/3 of our people, they just not going to get it. So you doing the numbers, man, you got to understand. Majority of our people, they're going to fold. They're going to operate in wickedness. This is Isaiah 1:4. It says, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity. Iniquity is sin upon sin. And to be laden with it, let's go get that word laden, guys. All right? Got to look up the words, huh? Got to look up words. It's
Strong's H3515. Kaved.
It says heavy, great, massive, abundant, numerous, numerous, rich, very oppressive. Our people are heavily, they beyond waist deep in it. They're knee deep in the shit. This vibration that the world has pushed, this vibration that Esau has pushed in this society, they're completely gung-ho and they're advocates for it. And if you stand up against it or present to them that is not the way, they'll resent you. So in all actuality, man, when it boils down to it, they're enemies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai. They're enemies of them, which makes them our enemies. 2/3 of our own people are enemies. They are our enemies, man. So let's continue reading. Sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They corrupt good things. They corrupt the word. You see that with a lot of Israelite camps. And why are they corrupting it? Because they want to make this truth more palatable to the people of the world, so that they can be accepted by the world, so that they can receive reward, so they can have money and status and things. They're concerned with their reputation in the world. And the thing about being a man of the Lord is we don't care about our reputation in the world, so to speak. Our priority is our reputation or our standing with the Most High, because he's the one that's coming with the reward. He's the one that's going to reward every man as his work shall be, as it's stated in the last book of the Bible, last book, last chapter. Okay, corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are going away backward. Okay, now I want to jump down to verse 9 in Isaiah 1. Isaiah 1:9, all right? Let's read. It says, except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant. And that's what the elect are. We're a very small remnant. We're the cream of the crop of the nation. You good, baby? Come on. Yeah. We're the cream of the crop of the nation. So we're going to be the governing body of the kingdom of heaven. Okay? And that's not every Israelite. Majority of our people, I'm going to keep saying it, are going to perish. When you go to 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, 15 and 16, it says what? There be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. Like as a wave is greater than a drop. Now, if you type in tsunami videos on YouTube, right? What you'll find is tsunamis or strong waves can flood a coastline. But a drop of rain could fall and no one will notice that it happens. That's the ratio that the Lord gives of people who are going to be delivered out of the times to come. And 2/3 of our people, they don't even understand that a great destruction is coming. Yeah, I just typed it in really quick because I always make that statement. Look at we're gonna look at some of these top 5 tsunamis caught on camera. But check this out. Think about if a drop of rain fell in the midst of all of this. Would you even notice it? It would seem minuscule to the amount of people that were to the wave, right? And that's how the wave is the people that are gonna perish. The drop are those who are going to be delivered. It's going to seem like the Lord isn't saving anybody. The question you should be asking yourself is what do I need to do to be a part of the drop? You know? Let me see. Let's check this one out. You see that wave? You think about waves like this hitting repeatedly all day. Completely flood a coastline, man. All right, so back in Isaiah 1 and 9, it says, except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. You know, hear the word of the Lord, ye rulers of Sodom. And we know America, Babylon the Great, pursuing Revelation 11 and 8, is what? Spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Give ear unto the law of our God, ye people of Gomorrah. Okay? So, you know, there's going to be a small portion of our people that do get it, that do repent. And not all of them are even going to look like the so-called Black, Latino, Native Americans. But the bulk of Israel looks like those people. But there's going to be, Israelites that don't look like those people. So, just understanding that, you come to the realization, okay, well, who are those people in the Holy Land? Because pursuant to the curses, we wouldn't go back to our land until the Lord, delivered us. So all these questions arise. Well, who's who? Who fits the description? Because when the kingdom of heaven is established, as you'll see when we go to the next chapter, the law is going to go forth out of the land of Israel. That's going to be the new world order. That's going to be the supreme, government, and that's not the case right now. And the earth is going to be governed by the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So let's go to chapter 2. Let me jump over here. This is Isaiah 2 and 1. It says, the word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, all the tribes. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains. Let's get what that word mountains means here. Now, obviously, it's talking about governments. We go over that time and time again. It says hill, mountain, hill country, mount, right? Mountain and range of hills, sometimes used figuratively, and here it is used figuratively. All right, is referring to the government and the government of Israel. All right, is going to be the supreme nation where we say it's going to go. That's it. All right? I'm trying to see if I scroll down in definitions, if it actually gives you the reference. All right, but yeah, as you read it, you'll see it'll make more sense to you. We're in verse 1, the middle of it says, the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, the water baby, in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it. Bing, 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 bing. Is that happening now? Are all the nations flowing onto it for guidance? Now, the nations give Israel aid right now, the state of Israel. All right, but Israel is not where the law goes forth. That's NATO and the EU. Okay? All right. Now, verse 3, it says, and many people shall go and say, come and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways. Is the earth being taught of the ways of the God of Jacob? Is righteousness going forth in the earth? No. Then this can't be the kingdom of heaven. Those can't be the people. You see? And we will walk in his paths, for out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. I'm going to jump down here, because after it talks about how with the kingdom of heaven, how, the law is going to go forth from our people, it goes back and starts to talk about the state of our people, even currently to this day. How they're clung unto the idols, how they're clung unto another way. All right. Let's see here. Isaiah 2:8. The land also is full of idols. They worship the work of their own hands, that which their own fingers have made. The mean man boweth down, the great man humbleth himself. Therefore forgive them not. The wicked are in power. They push idols, and our people have accepted idols. And that's not something they're going to be forgiven for. 2/3 of our people are going to die on this side. And of course, the wicked, they go into captivity. Verse 10, enter into the rock and hide thee in the dust, for the fear of the Lord and the glory of his majesty. The lofty looks. Hey, baby, get this plate right here, because she gonna mess it up, the baby. Here you go. The water. Go play. Okay, so like you guys, verse 11. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. So during Jacob's trouble, man, people they're gonna be out of there. They're gonna be going through the most heinous time that they've ever went through. And who's going to be stable in that time? The men of the Lord. And who are they going to be giving praise to? How about Shemi Hawashai? So the Lord alone is going to be exalted. Okay? It's going to be well known throughout all of the earth who the true power is. The same way during the first Exodus, okay, when our people were delivered out of Egypt, the Lord sent various plagues showing that the gods that the Egyptians worshiped were no gods. He plagued the water. He plagued the crops. He plagued, people's health. He destroyed the firstborns. He blotted out the sun. So all the gods they worship, Ra and all those gods, he showed that, no, I have dominion over these things. And the Lord is going to do that in a greater fashion this time. That's in Jeremiah, I believe, the 15th chapter. That people shall no more speak of the deliverance out of Egypt, but the deliverance out of the north country, which is Babylon, man, which is America. For the day of the Lord, this is verse 12, Isaiah 2:12. For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low, and upon all the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, and all the oaks of Bashan. And I'm just going to jump down towards the bottom here. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so if you read that chapter, man, it's a real dope chapter. I read Isaiah 1 and 2 today, and, very edifying. Now, this is beautiful when we have a complete, full understanding of why our people are functioning in the way that they do, and what's going to happen, to them, and how the earth is going to be after the destruction. We have knowledge and insight to all these things. The mysteries have been made known. A comfort it is, man. So it's beautiful that us being on the other side of the world have been, this divine intervention that has given us a connection back to our heritage and the way that leads to everlasting life, man. That's what the New Testament is about. That the Gentiles, the Israelite foreigners, the Hellenists, having a bridgeway back to the Father. Let me go get it. I believe it's in Ephesians 3, like verse. Let me see here. Bear with me while I find it, guys. Ephesians 3 and 6. It says that the Gentiles should be fellow heirs and on the same and of the same body and partakers of his promise in the Mashiach by the gospel. So, that's when the apostles were going on these voyages, on these trips to the different churches, man. It was so that the Israelite foreigners, i.e. us, in this time, we're likened unto, we are Israelite foreigners. And we've been shown this bridgeway back to the way which leads to immortality. Which there's no gift that anybody could give on this side that measures up to that. So, with that being said, man, I want to give all praises once more to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Kwadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right? May the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.